Good morning and welcome to my class. I'm Ms. Vandana Gupta, Assistant Professor of Mathematics. So today we are going to study derivatives. See, in the last lecture, quickly we will revise what we did in the last lecture. We have studied what is the function. As you know that in function there are two variables. One is dependent variable and the other one is independent variable. So if y is a dependent variable and x is an independent variable, then there is a rule which will or a formula which will give you the value of y when the value of x is given to you. That rule or formula is denoted by say f of x and it is called as a function of x. So whenever we write y equal to f of x, that will mean that y is a function of x. Then we have seen some examples of functions in the last lecture. So for example, here y equal to 4x plus 10, it is a function of x. Y, the value of y depends upon x. So if you change the value of x, correspondingly the value of y will also change. Similarly, in this example also, y equal to x squared minus 7, it is a function, y is a function of x, and for different values of x, you will get different value of y. If you change x, then y will also change. Then we have seen a very important function which is called as a constant function, whose value is fixed and it will not change for any value of x. For example, y equal to 5. It's a constant function. Okay. So what is a constant function? Whose value is always fixed. This function is a very important function in mathematics. Constant function means whose value is always fixed. For example, y equal to 5. You take any value of x, its value will remain same. So the value does not depend upon x. You take any value of x, the value of y will be same as 5. So basically, the constant function is what? Where you cannot see x here. Actually, x is there, but it is hidden. You can't see it. See, the same y equal to 5, I can write as 5 means 5 into 1, and 1 I can write as x to the power 0. So actually, x is there with power 0, and you can't see it because we don't write it. Okay. So this type of function is called as a constant function. So how to remember which is a constant function? Constant function means any function which is independent of x. There is no x in that. So example, y equal to 5, y equal to 7, any number. That number could be fraction, it could be negative, it could be decimal, anything. Okay. So this is the constant function. Now, let us see what is the meaning of derivative. Derivative of a function of y, where y is a function, where y is a function of x. So that means y is f of x. Y is a dependent variable. It's a function of x. So its value depends upon x. So you know that whenever I change the value of x, there will be a change in the value of y. As you know, the demand function, demand and price, they are related, correct? Price is a function of demand, or demand is a function of price. You can say anyways. Okay. So when the price changes, demand also changes. So we would like to see what rate the demand is changing. So we are interested in finding the rate of change in demand with respect to change in price. Or in this example, in general way, when y is a function of x, we would like to find out with what rate the value of y is changing with respect to a change in the value of x. So that rate is called as a derivative. So what is derivative of y with respect to x? Is denoted by d by dx of y. You write it like this, dy by dx. And how we read it as derivative of y with respect to x. And how we read? We read it as derivative of y with respect to x. And how it is defined? It is defined as rate of change in y with respect to change in x. So whenever y is a function of x or the value of y depends upon x, we would always like to see with what rate y is changing with respect to a change in the values of x. That rate is called as a derivative and it is written as dy by dx. Okay, how we define it is the rate of change in y with respect to a change in x. Okay? Now let us see the constant function. For example, y equal to 5. It's a constant function. So what is the meaning of that? You take any value of x, the value of y will always be same as 5. Correct? No? That is the meaning. Okay. So there is no change in the value of y when you change the value of x. Suppose x is 0. What was the value of y? It is 5. When you change x from 0 to 4, then also value of y is same as 5. So there is no change in the value of y, even though you change the value of x. So therefore, we say that the derivative of y is derivative y, where y is a constant function, is 0. So therefore, what a conclusion we have got? Derivative of a constant function is 0. Always. Why? Because constant function, there is no change in the value. Okay, where value is always same. So there will not be any change, correct? So derivative of constant function is always 0. Remember that. So this is the first thing what is very important. Derivative of k is 0, where what is k? Where k is a constant. Okay. And constant meaning what? Any number is called as a constant. So for example, if I ask you what is derivative of 5, it will be 0. Okay, example. Suppose I ask you what is derivative of 5. It's a constant. It's not changing. So its value is 0. What is derivative of minus 3? This is also constant. So its derivative will also be 0. So one thing you remember, whenever there is no x involved, k is a constant. Whenever there is a constant function, there will not be any change in the values of y. So derivative will be 0. Okay? Because how we define derivative? It is the rate of change in y with respect to change in x. Now we will see some of the formulae of derivatives. So let us see the first problem, first formula. Derivative of x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. Derivative of x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. This is a very important formula, and in our course we are going to use this formula quite often. Let us see the examples. So first of all, let us find out what is derivative of x square. Start with a very simple problem. Derivative of x square. Okay, we are going to apply this formula. So compare this. What is the value of n here? N is 2. Here n is 2. So apply the formula. So n is 2 into x raised to n minus 1. That is 2 minus 1. You know what is 2 minus 1? 2 minus 1 is 1. Correct? So it will give you 2 into x to the power 1, which is same as 2x. We don't write whenever the power is 1. Okay, so derivative of x square, the answer is 2x. Okay, let us take the second problem. If I ask you what is derivative of x to the power 9, how will you do? In a similar way. What is the value of n here? Here n is 9. Here n is equal to 9. So 9 into x raised to power 9 minus 1. The answer will be 9 into x to the power 8. So these two problems we have solved by using this first formula. Okay. In both these problems, I have taken the power which was positive, but that need not be the case always. Let us take the negative power. So derivative of x to the power minus 5. Suppose I ask you this. Now, what is the value of n here? The power of x is minus 5. So n is minus 5. In this problem, n is minus 5. Okay, apply the formula. So derivative of x to the power minus 5 is x to the power n into x raised to n minus 5. N is minus 5. So minus 5 into x to the power n minus 1. N is minus 5. So minus 5 minus 1. Okay. So that will give you minus 5 into x minus 5 minus 1. That will give you minus 6. Okay. So derivative of x to the power minus 5 is minus 5 x to the power minus 6. Now here, generally in mathematics, whenever we write the final answer, always we convert the negative power into positive power. Okay. So here the power of x is negative. So we will convert it into positive power. So what is the formula for that? X to the power minus n is 1 upon x to the power n. The negative power can be converted into positive power if you bring it from numerator to the denominator. So here x to the power minus 6 we will convert into positive power. So it will become minus 5 1 upon x to the power 6. So that will give you minus 5 upon x to the power 6. So this is our answer. So in the final answer, always write down the negative power converting into positive power. So derivative of x to the power minus 5 is minus 5 divided by x to the power 6. So we have taken problems in which power was positive and here the power was negative. Now let us take when the power is fraction. Fourth one, derivative of x to the power, or let us take one more problem in which the power is negative, minus 3. Okay. Write down your formula here. Derivative of x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1. This is the formula, correct? So here in this problem, n is equal to minus 3. So it is minus 3 into x to the power n minus 1. That is minus 3 minus 1. So which is minus 3 into x to the power minus 4. And which I can write as converting this negative power into positive 1 upon x raised to 4. So the answer will be minus 3 divided by x to the power 4. This is the answer. Which formula I am applying here? X to the power minus n is 1 upon x to the power n. Remember this, in the final answer, you have to convert the negative power into positive. So answer is minus 3 upon x to the power 4. Let us take the next problem. Derivative of x to the power, say 5 by 2. Look at here. In this problem, the power is fraction. Okay, what is the value of n here? Here n is 5 by 2. Okay, so apply this formula. So it will be n is 5 by 2 into x to the power n minus 1. N is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 minus 1. Okay. Now you have to find out what is 5 by 2 minus 1. So I will do it here. 5 upon 2 minus 1. Look at here. Whenever you have to add or subtract fractions, you have to see that the denominators of all the fractions should be same. Here, there is no denominator is given, so it is 1. So in this fraction, the denominator is 2, and here it is 1. So you have to make this fraction 2. How will you do that? When you multiply by 2. And you have to multiply in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Okay. So diff is equal to 5 upon 2 minus 2 upon. Now the denominator is same. When the denominators are same, then you can subtract or add. But here it is subtraction. So subtract 5 minus 2 and the denominator will be same as 2. What is 5 minus 2? It is 3. So it is 3 upon 5. So what is 5 by 2 minus 1? It is 3 upon 5. So this is equal to 5 upon 2 into x to the power 3 upon 5. Okay. Once again, I will explain you this. Derivative of x to the power 5 upon 2. Look at the power of x. It is 5 upon 2. So n is equal to 5 upon 2. Apply your formula for this derivative. Derivative of x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1. N is 5 by 2. So 5 by 2 into x to the power 5 by 2 minus 1. So you have to simplify now 5 by 2 minus 1. Okay. What is 5 by 2 minus 1? To find out 5 by 2 minus 1, you have to make the denominator same. How can you do that? By multiplying by 2. So this 1 I have written 2 by 2. So 5 minus 2 divided by 2. So that is 3 upon 5. So it will be 5 upon 2 into x raised to power 3 by 5. So we have taken one example where you have the power as fraction. Yes,
ma'am.
Yes.
Denominator 5 कैसे आए 3 upon 5?
Oh, 2i. Yes. It is 2. It is by mistake I have written that. It is 2. Yes, thank you for all. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 3 by 2. Correct. So it is 3 by 2. So this is the answer. Okay. Let us take one more problem of fraction. Derivative of x to the power 3 upon say 7. Okay. What will be this? Here the value of n is 3 upon 7. Here n is 3 upon 7. So it will be 3 upon 7 into x to the power 3 upon 7 minus 1. Okay. So that will give you 3 upon 7. Now you have to find out what is 3 upon 7 minus 1. So how will you calculate that? 3 upon 7 minus 1. So you will multiply this. 1 is 1 by 1. So multiply by 2 on numerator as well as denominator. So it will give you 3 upon 7 minus, multiply by 7. So 3 upon 7 minus 7 upon 7 because we have to keep the denominator as 7. 3 upon 7 minus 7 upon 7. Now you see that the denominator is same. So it will be 3 minus 7 upon 7. What is 3 minus 7? It is minus 4. So minus 4 upon 7. So you will get here x to the power minus 4 upon 7. 3 upon 7. 3 upon 7 x to the power 3 upon 7 minus 1. Okay. So 3 upon 7 minus 1 we have done here and we got minus 4 upon 7. Okay. Now as I told you in our final answer we always convert this negative power into positive. So this will be 3 upon 7 into x to this will come from numerator to denominator. X is to power 4 upon 7. So we have converted the negative power into positive. So derivative of x to the power 3 upon 7 is 3 upon 7 into x to the power 4 upon 7. Okay. So we have seen the application of this formula where n is positive, n is negative, and n is fraction. Now let us take some few more problems. The next one, derivative of this problem is 7. Find derivative of root of x. Okay. Now remember here, square root of x is in terms of power. You can write down x is to power half. Remember this, square root of x is same as x to the power half. This you have done in school days, you might have forgotten. You just remember this. So derivative of root of x is x to the power half. Now what is the value of n here? N is equal to half, correct? So apply your formula of derivative. Derivative of x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1. Okay, so n is half here, so it will be half into x to the power half minus 1. Okay, now find out what is half minus 1. So I will do it here, half minus 1. How will you do? See here, the denominator you have to make as 2. It is 1 means 1 by 1. So multiply by 2 so that you will get the denominator as 2. So 1 by 2 minus 2 by 2. Now the denominator is same, so it will be 1 minus 2 upon 2, which is minus 1 by 2. Look at here, 1 minus 2 is minus 1. So this will give you 1 upon 2 into x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. 1 by 2 minus 1 is minus half. Is minus 1 by 2 minus 1. ये किया है मैंने, ठीक है? The rough part is what we have got out done. So 1 by 2 into x to the power minus half. Now, as I told you, in the final answer, this negative power we have to write as in the form of positive power. So how will we do that? We will bring this in the denominator. So 1 upon x to the power half. Okay. What is x to the power half? Just now see, x raised to power half. Remember, it is root of x. So 1 upon 2 root x. So therefore, what we have got, derivative of root of x is 1 upon 2 root x. Derivative of root of x is 1 upon 2 root x. Once again, see the steps. Derivative of root of x. So you have to first write down x, this root x, in the form of power. So root x is same as x to the power half. Now n is half. N is half here. So apply your formula of derivative. Derivative of x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1. So it is 1 by 2 into x to the power half minus 1. Now half minus 1 you can calculate in rough. Whenever you have to add or subtract fractions, you have to see that the denominators of all the fractions should be same. Now here the denominator is 2. This 1, the denominator is 1. So we have to make it 2. So we will multiply by 2 in numerator as well as in the denominator. So it will become 2 by 2. Now it is 1 by 2 minus 2 by 2. So that will give you 1 minus 2 upon 2. It is minus half. So we get here x raised to power minus half. Now we will convert this negative power into positive power. What is the formula? X to the power minus n is 1 upon x to the power n. Okay. So with this formula, I will convert this negative power into positive. So it will come 1 upon x to the power half. Then finally, in place of x to the power half, you have to put root of x. So what we got, derivative of root of x is 1 upon 2 root x. Okay. Now let us find out what is derivative of x. Very simple one. What is derivative of x? Now look at here. What is the power of x here? No power is written. If the power is not written, it is 1. So it is same as derivative of x to the power 1. So here, what is the value of n? It is 1. Okay. So apply your formula of derivative. What is the formula? Derivative of x to the power n is n into x to the power n minus 1. N is 1. So it will be 1 into x to the power 1 minus 1. That will give you 1 into x to the power 1 minus 1 is 0. So it is 1 into x to the power 0. And you know that any number raised to power 0 is 1. Any number raised to power 0 is always 1. See, we are using some of the concept from school algebra. Okay. Any number raised to power 0 is 1. So 1 into 1 is 1. So what is the conclusion? That derivative of x is same is equal to 1. Okay. So remember this, derivative of x is 1. How do you get that? By applying this formula, n ka value hai 1. So 1 into x to the power 1 minus 1. So x to the power 0, which is 1. So you get that. Okay. So we have seen around 8 problems on this formula. In some of the problems, we have taken n as positive, in some negative, or fraction, square root, we have converted into fraction, I mean the power of x, and finally derivative of x. Okay. And remember the derivative of constant is always 0. Now let us see the second formula. Second formula, derivative of e to the power x is same as e to the power x. Okay. Now you may be wondering what is this e. Okay, so e is a irrational number. It is like 20 pi. You know, you might have heard about pi. You know that in school. Is the approximate value of pi is 22 upon 7. That is 3.14, something like that. Okay, and we denote that number by pi. It's an irrational number. Same way, e is also an irrational number. Okay, it is called as a base of natural logarithm. Those who have studied this in school days, log, they may be knowing this. If you have not studied logarithm in school days, it's okay. You just remember that derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x. What is e? Just remember e is the base of natural logarithm. It's an irrational number like pi. Okay, this much is enough for you to understand. Okay, so derivative of e to the power x is same as e to the power x. So this is our second formula. The third formula is derivative of log of x. This is equal to 1 upon x. The third formula. This is also very simple. Derivative of log of x is 1 upon x. Fourth one, derivative of a to the power x is equal to a raised to x into log of a, where a is a constant. Where a is a constant. So for example, if I ask you what is derivative of 2 raised to x? So what is derivative of 2 raised to x? A is 2 here. So it will be 2 raised to x into log of. Okay. Similarly, if I ask you what is derivative of 5 raised to x? So it will be 5 raised to x into log of 5. Okay. Compare this. A ki jagah par idhar 5. Many times students get confused with this formula and the first one. So let me just explain you that there should not be any confusion in that. Let us see if I ask you to find out what is derivative of x raised to 5. So which formula you will apply? You will apply this formula, derivative of x to the power n. It is n into x raised to n minus 1. So this will become n is 5. 5 into x raised to 5 minus 1, that is 4. But if I ask you what is derivative of 5 raised to x, can you see that difference? In this problem, x is in the base, and in this expression, x is in the power. So अगर x power में है, तो in that case which formula I have to apply? ये formula, a raised to x, which is a raised to x into log of. So remember this, many students they get confused. If x is in the base as here, then you have to apply this formula, derivative of x to the power n, which is n into x raised to n minus 1. So 5 into x to the power 5 minus 1, that is 4. But if x is in the power, look at here, a raised to x, where a is a constant, 5 raised to x, a is 5. In that case, answer will be a raised to x, 5 raised to x into log of a is 5, log of 5. Okay, 5 raised to x into log of 5. So remember this, there should not be any confusion here. Okay, whenever x is in the base, apply this formula. Whenever x is in the power, apply this formula. Okay, so let us summarize what we did today. So what are the things we did? Formula. Let us list down all the formula for derivative. First one was what? derivative of k is 0. K matlab constant, where k is constant. K is a constant. I told you that k, any number is a constant. So derivative of 5 because constant does not change the value. Okay, I explained you initially in the lecture. So derivative of k is constant. So for example, derivative of 5 is 0. Derivative of 5, it is 0. Derivative of minus 3, that is also 0. Okay, like that. Okay. Second one, similarly, derivative of 1 by 5, that is also 0. Any number. Okay. Second one, what formula we have seen? Derivative of x to the power n. It is n into x to the power n minus 1. Third one, what we have seen? Derivative of e to the power x. That is same as e to the power x. And fourth one, what is derivative of log of x? Which this is equal to 1 upon x. And finally, the fifth one, derivative of a to the power x, which is equal to a to the power x into log of where a is a constant. Where a is a constant. So this much we have seen. Here x should not be 0. These 5 things we have seen today. Derivative of constant is 0. Derivative of x to the power n is n into x raised to n minus 1. Derivative of e raised to x is same as e raised to x. Derivative of log x is 1 upon x. And derivative of e raised to x is a raised to x into log of e. This and this, 2 and 5th. In second one, x is in the base. In the fifth one, x is in the part. That is how you have to remember. And for all these formula, you don't have the proof. You have to simply remember the formula and see how do you apply this in solving the problems. So you can take the screenshot of this. So I think it is enough for today. In the next lecture, we will see the rules of derivatives. So quickly you take the screenshot of this. So thank you all. We will stop here.